My name is Danielle Atchison. I'm a business immigration attorney at the Mdivani corporate immigration law firm.
I'm Humaira Mirza, and I am the attorney and founder of the Mirza law firm.
I'm Jolie Justice, Director of Pro Bono Services for the law firm of Shook, Hardy & Bacon.
Our firm has the Mdivani Pro Bono project, and so when the firm was created in 2004, Mira created a project where all the attorneys, including her, work on cases for domestic immigrant women and children that are victims of domestic violence and other violent crimes. Last Christmas, I got a follow-up email from a client that we helped who's from Laos, and she had left with the man of her dreams to come to the United States and left her daughter there, who was at the time seven or under 10. She came here, was abused, and those women that come here that think that they are starting a new life, and she was eventually going to file, or he promised that they would file together for her daughter to come as well. And so she hung her hat on that, and she ended up being abused, and that power and control reel is real. As far as taking any resource she had, keeping her from the community and so on, and we helped her get away from that. There's a mechanism through the law called the VAWA self-petitioner, and because she was married to a U.S. citizen, she could self-petition, leave him, go to the shelter, self-petition, stand on her own 2 feet based on the law and not need him for anything. And so we were successful there, and then we filed, then the next step was to get her daughter here with her. And so we did that, and last Christmas she emailed us telling us that her daughter got her visa and that she was finally going to be reunified. And her daughter's a teenager now, so many years away from your kiddo, I can't imagine, and then also being abused, coming here thinking that the process was going to be easy.
For the Legal Aid of Western Missouri, I'm part of the Volunteer Attorney Project. They send domestic abuse victims to me for whom they don't have resources available at Legal Aid, and I represent those clients pro bono. Besides that, I get a lot of calls from victims in the Muslim community, since a lot of my physician friends and contacts in the Muslim community know that this is what I do. They will send clients to me, and I do legal counseling and in some cases legal representation for them as well. Actually, my first case that I did for the Legal Aid of Western Missouri, there was this lady who had 5 children, and the father had sexually molested one of the children. We were able to get her a significant amount of child support, and also protect the children from the father, who was a convicted felon. And after that trial, the client came up to me, and she gave me a hug. She thanked me, and I just felt very, very fortunate to be able to have been a part of that proceeding.
Our firm has a long history of supporting pro bono work. We believe that, number one, it is our responsibility as lawyers to give back to the community, but frankly, we see it bigger than that. It's not just helping our neighbors, but it's helping our young lawyers find work that is meaningful, and it's something that the firm promotes and makes sure is a priority. One of my favorite projects that we have here at Shook, Hardy & Bacon is our Forever Home Project. The Forever Home Project provides free legal services to parents and guardians who are adopting children out of the foster care system in both Missouri and Kansas. Through that program, we have found permanent, safe, and loving homes for over 1,000 kids. And as also a part of that program, any fees that we are able to recoup from the state of Missouri go straight into a scholarship fund, and those scholarships are then turned around and given to kids who are wanting to pursue their education further after they are adopted or after they're out of the foster care system. So that's one of my favorite projects. But frankly, the way we approach pro bono at Shook, Hardy & Bacon is we make sure that there is something for everyone. So we have folks who are working very hard right now on immigration issues. We are really excited about a project that we have on the Kansas City side that is similar to what's happening in St. Louis, called the Missouri Coalition for the Right to Counsel, where we're teaming up with the Missouri Public Defender System to make sure that all of the Missouri Public Defender System has the assistance that they need to move forward with their cases, and it gives great trial experience to our young lawyers.
I think I've always just been that way as far as wanting to give back my time, but I do think lawyers hold this unique little spot in society where we have resources and we have the know-how. People just don't have the resources, and it's such a necessary part of life, the legal system, and for good, right? For justice. People need justice and they need to be defended in a court of law, and we talk about criminal law, and that's a big issue, having a lawyer there, but there's so many other areas of law where I think lawyers hold this unique spot that it's kind of our job to give back and be role models.
It is a very difficult area of law to work in. When I was going through my training at the law school, I realized that this was something that I was good at. I was able to separate my emotions from the situation, and I was able to counsel and help the victims. So I felt that since I have that ability, I should use it and help people.
I went to law school wanting to give back to the community like many people did, and when I got to Shukardi and Bacon, I realized very quickly that that was also the culture of the firm. I continue to work in the pro bono field because I love it when a client comes up to me and hugs me and says thank you. I wouldn't be where I am today without you. I love the look on our lawyers' faces when they're able to help a client through a very tough situation, and frankly, it's those day-to-day small wins that make pro bono worth it.